Look away from the warmth of our star and stare into the deep, freezing abyss. Beyond the comforting light of the sun lies a realm where temperatures plummet to terrifying depths. In these dark corners, molecules stop moving, gases freeze into solid ice, and the cold itself becomes a lethal, crushing force. Today, we venture into the most freezing environments in our solar neighborhood. We are counting down the 10 coldest celestial bodies, leading up to a surprising frozen wasteland that is chillingly close to home. Brace yourself for a brutally cold journey into the frozen dark. We begin our descent into the cold with the magnificent ringed giant. Saturn may seem warm with its beautiful golden hues, but its upper atmosphere is a freezing vortex. Temperatures here drop to -178 degrees Celsius. The stunning rings themselves are composed of countless chunks of frozen water ice, perfectly preserved in the deep cold of the outer solar system. It is a stunning but bitterly cold introduction to the outer planets. Patrolling the dark outer edge of the planetary realm is the blue giant. Despite being incredibly far from the sun, Neptune possesses an active core that generates internal heat, keeping its upper atmosphere at a bitterly cold -214 degrees Celsius. It is a world of frozen methane and terrifying supersonic winds, whipping icy clouds across its dark blue face at violent speeds. Oddly, this pale blue world is often colder than its more distant neighbor. With a surprisingly inactive core, Uranus barely releases any internal heat into space. Its upper atmosphere plunges to a staggering -224 degrees Celsius, making it the coldest true planet in our solar neighborhood. It is a silent, frozen, tilted world rolling blindly through the dark. Crossing into the Kuiper belt, we find the famous dwarf planet. Pluto is a tiny world of rock and exotic ice, where the surface temperature hovers around -229 degrees Celsius. In this brutal environment, nitrogen and carbon monoxide freeze completely solid, forming vast bright glaciers and towering mountains of water ice that are as hard as steel. Orbiting Neptune is a captured, frozen moon that is even colder than Pluto. Triton is highly reflective, bouncing most of the faint sunlight it receives back into space, plunging its surface to an agonizing -235 degrees Celsius. Yet, despite this brutal cold, it is geologically active, erupting dark plumes of nitrogen gas and ice crystals high into its freezing atmosphere. Deeper into the outer system lies a reddish, frozen dwarf planet. Located in the dark outer fringes, Makemake receives almost no solar warmth. Its surface is a desolate wasteland, composed primarily of frozen methane and ethane, with surface temperatures dropping down to -239 degrees Celsius. It is a lonely, freezing rock, tumbling endlessly through the twilight. Far beyond the main Kuiper belt is a mysterious reddish world, on an incredibly elongated orbit. Sedna spends most of its 10,000-year orbit in the deep dark outer reaches of the solar system, far away from any warmth. In this desolate region, surface temperatures reach a bone-chilling -240 degrees Celsius, making it a true frozen relic of the ancient cosmos. As one of the most massive dwarf planets known, Eris resides deep in the scattered disk. Because it is so incredibly far from our star, its entire atmosphere freezes and collapses onto the surface as a brilliant, highly reflective white glaze of methane ice. This reflectivity drives the temperature down even further, reaching an astonishing -243 degrees Celsius. Floating in the pristine ancient cold of the Kuiper belt, this strange snowman-shaped object represents the oldest building blocks of our system. Untouched by solar heat for over 4 billion years, this contact binary object sits at a staggering -244 degrees Celsius. It is a perfectly preserved, frozen time capsule from the dawn of our solar neighborhood. The absolute coldest recorded place in our entire solar system is shockingly close to Earth. Deep inside the permanently shadowed craters near the southern tip of our moon, sunlight has not touched the surface for billions of years. In these pitch-black depths, NASA orbiters have measured temperatures plunging to a terrifying -249 degrees Celsius. It is a silent, hidden, and impossibly cold abyss right in our own backyard. The cosmos is a beautiful but unforgiving place. The freezing depths of space remind us of the fragile, rare warmth we enjoy on our home planet. If this chilling journey expanded your view of the solar system, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment telling us which frozen world fascinated you the most, and share this video with your fellow space explorers. We will see you in the next epic adventure.